I gotta be real because I always say I'm gonna be real. One, I'm really, really excited. I am excited. A lot of stuff is going on in the game right now, or like right now, like that just happened. It just popped up, so I'm excited. This is the second time I'm recording this video, so there's a little bit of frustration here. But I'm excited about Krypto. I'm excited about the Superman DCU buff, even though I didn't get him. Um, I'm excited about. Well, I would say I'm excited about the new artifact, but I think it kind of sucks. Let's get to the video. And 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Grover here, and this is a DC Roast Collab video. In this video, I am doing this video. This is my second time doing it. The first time I did it yesterday. I even had like a token opening where I made a mistake and opened under the wrong banner. Went back and got some more super encrypted tokens and ended up pulling a Superman OG version. I did not get Superman DCU. I got a duplicate. All that time, all those guaranteed, and I get a dupe. I was frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been a good video for you guys to laugh at me about. Anyway, I went over Krypto. I went over the new gauntlet, the Cronus gauntlet. I'm not a big fan of the Cronus gauntlet. I am a big fan of Krypto. If you've read his kit, which I have. I had it at the point and I was reacting. Now I'm not reacting. He's surprisingly good, especially as you rank him up. And Superman DCU's what am I? Where am I from? Superman DCU's new kit is very good. Is worthy of a legendary. In case you don't know the channel, I said I didn't go in on Superman DCU. I said that basically prior to this buff, his attack was only 2 epics had lower attack powers than Superman DCU. I didn't think he was a bad character. I didn't think he was worthy of a legendary tag. Bunch of folks came at me. He's actually okay, and I was like, okay, it's not what a legendary should be. A bunch more people were like, yeah, he sucks. He needs a buff, and they announced the buff a couple days after his release. They finally put it in the game. We've been talking about it the last couple of days on my stream. They finally gave it to him. And so now we have the buff for Superman. I'm going to go over that. I'm going to go over Krypto. I'm going to go over his event and how to get his event. As a matter of fact, a lot of you probably care about that more. That is where I got my tank. Whenever people see me play and they're newer to the game, they're like, you have a tank as a reinforcement. Where do you get it? Because they're searching for it. It's not around. It was through one of these events where you get Krypto. And you can also buy tank like frags in the shop. So maybe you can put it together, assemble it, and make your own tank if you have enough credits. There's the tricky part. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to touch base on some things that they've done, but really this is about Krypto, Cronus artifact, and then Superman DCU. So basically you have the league activity rewards. There's going to be actually a double event that they were talking about, but the rewards come to you after the fact, which is kind of weird, but okay, at least you get the rewards. There's new filter system that's in there, bonus characters. And team ups now reflect recently released seasons. The bonus in team ups is now for each featured character in battle. All allies gain plus attack, defense, and health. So featured character would be, I guess, those ones from the featured banners. Add a refresh button to the league. So this is all UI stuff. The Elseworld shop is they're showing what's already been happening. So this isn't an announcement of anything new. I've had some people tell me, myself, some people have Starfire, some people have Nightwing in their Elseworld shop and different things changing. So Starfire, Nightwing, those two will alternate back and forth. I don't know if it's dependent on RNG or if they have it on the schedule. And Batman will always be there. Green Arrow will always appear. Same thing for the Arena shop. You're going to have all of these characters, Sinestro, Pandora, Ocean Master. Zatanna no longer appears, actually. And I starting to come around on Zatanna a little bit in terms of her as a support. She's still not what she was before they did that nerf to her, but she is better than I was giving her credit for. I just was really upset about the nerf. She was amazing. They shouldn't have nerfed her. League shop, Green Lantern, John Stewart, Pandora now occupy the same slot. So one or the other, like the Nightwing, Starfire situation. This is the one that I care about, except for the fact I don't have Supergirl, but if I did, I would love it. In other slots, the Superboy 10 for 5,000 or Supergirl 10 for 7,500. So those are the changes to the shop, which I wish they would have told us this earlier, or had a schedule or a calendar, something along those lines, so we can plan better. But I can say that about a lot of stuff in this game right now. Superman DCU balance update. So I'm reading it from here because it gives you both the what it was and then their thought process behind why that change matters. However, this has made him my most desired legendary. So, and for those of you dum-dums who are going to be like, I told you so, you didn't tell me anything. I told you he was not good enough. You said he was. They said, we're going to buff him. I was like, and you were like, and now they do the buff and I say I want him. See, he is good now. Anyway, so Ultimate Heat Vision Hurricane. Level 1 now hits 8 times instead of 6. This ensures that there is always at least 2 detonations when he uses his ultimate. Now, here's the other thing I'll say about this too, since I have read it already. The one thing that I do really respect is that it wasn't just, we're going to go and ramp up his attack because people are complaining about his attack stats. They altered his kit so that he would be more powerful, but maintaining what I haven't seen any update on stats, but maintaining the same attack. He is devastating now, especially on this ultimate attack, but is based on the fact that it operates differently. They didn't have to change stats, and I like that a lot. I love that rebalancing. And to be fair, when they did the nerfs and everything else, it was adjustments to the kits. It was really combat rebalancing, not just, we're going to give him more stats, we're going to give him less stats. That'll make him better. You know what I mean? I like that. Let's put it that way. So it ensures that it detonates 2 times on his ultimate, which, if you're running him with Mr. Terrific, because you should be, Mr. Terrific does have that team synergy where he does add 50% superpower, or 50% damage to superpower attacks. Burns count as superpower attacks, their superpower damage. So that does give a 50% boost to that. So when you're running this and you detonate bombs twice on the same target, it's gonna hurt. Next, advanced attack, speeding bullet. Now will always perform his basic attack after using his advanced. Adding dampen and other debuffs greatly increases the damage that the rest of the team will do. However, this ability didn't directly damage enemies, and it sacrifices his basic attack to do it. Now you get the best of both worlds. So basically, on his advanced attack, and well, I probably should go back and read it. We'll go back to it to get the advanced attack in a minute. Basic up, and away now always hits the entire row of enemies instead of just enemies to the side of your primary target. Pretty cool. Very cool. The Starfire thing. Now increases damage to tank, and this is the part that shocked me. Now increases damage to tank enemies by 100% bonus, up from the previous 30. Yeah. Now increases damage to tanks on level 3. Is triple, 200% bonus. And this is where it's like these changes allow Superman to break your face open, to feel more consistent with who he damages, and it allows him to fill his primary role of tank buster for sure. Last Sun's renewal. Now Superman will heal for 20% of the damage he took since his last turn instead of 10%, making him very hard to put down. And then you get up to level 3, it's 20%. It goes from 20% to 40%. Now we're gonna go and check his advanced attack real quick before I get into the artifact and then into Krypto, because I want to be sure what they were saying here. So the basic attack will now follow his advanced attack. His advanced attack, we can go to the archive because I don't have them because the game hates me. His advanced attack, speeding bullet, blast all enemies with a sonic boom, inflicting 1 stack of damage. If an enemy already has 1 stack of dampen, 1 stack of slow is also added for 2 turns. Afterwards, Superman immediately performs, and this is where this new thing comes in, up and away. So what they were saying is he was putting out a bunch of debuffs on his attack, cool. But now let's just go ahead and toss him doing an attack off of his basic instead of just putting out debuffs, which I'm okay with. I think that's a really good adjustment for Legendary, because that was giving him very much Bizarro vibes where he's just giving out all those debuffs but not doing any attack. I like it. Overall, I think this is like an amazing improvement to his kit. He hits like a truck. I was using him yesterday. Helped me get past 34.6, which was a nightmare. Glad I had him. Was able to hire him from the mercenary system. So thanks for that. But yeah, he's absolutely incredible. Now I'm gonna do the Kronos Gauntlet thing first. And here's the thing too. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, right? Because it kind of disappoints me. Because the first thing I see is that only lanterns can wear it. Now I don't know what the current artifact can only be used by ally class 0 characters. That feels like somebody's supposed to replace that with lanterns. But the lantern logo up here means that only lanterns can use it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody put in the comment section like, yo, OnGraph is tripping. First, increases HP by 15,000. Increases crit rate by 5% when you get to level 2. Increases crit rate by 10. And HP increase is now 45,000. Cool. Like this is all great. Crit rate, I like it. The HP addition increases. Great. I love it. I love it. But because it's running on lanterns. Anyway, shields applied by the bearer also grant 10% damage reduction for 2 turns. Now this sounds great. The next thing sounds even better. Shields applied by the bearer also grant 10% damage amplification for 2 turns. I was already, when I was doing this yesterday, I was already thinking like, man, you got Lex putting out 30% shields. So then you're going to have this damage reduction, this damage resistance. That's awesome. You can't put it on Lex. You have to put it on the lantern. And I cannot think of a lantern. I do not have Hal Jordan. Maybe he has some amazing shields. Most lanterns that I have, John Stewart, Jessica Cruz, Gardner. What do you mean most? The lanterns that I have, that's a better statement. Put up crappy shields. I just now got over the fact that Jessica Cruz is not, she puts out little bitty shields, but she just does that to get stacks so she can crack skulls. That's kind of what she does as a damage dealer. Guy Gardner gives himself shields, and this might work well with him actually because he gives himself shields passively based on the damage that he gives out. How much is he really laying damage down though? It's not like he can take 20 turns within 1 round. So those shields aren't exactly huge. It will provide some, and so because they're not that big, you can punch through them very quickly anyway. So you're going to get some damage resistance. You're going to get some damage amplification for a short period of time before those shields get wrecked. So I'm not exactly thrilled about it. The first ultimate cast by the bearer applies a shield to all enemy allies. That'd be weird. We're going to apply a shield to all enemies because you need help. We going to hurt you. That absorb damage equal to 10% of attack or 50% of defense, whichever is higher for 2 rounds. I kind of like the whole whichever is higher thing, but it's not exactly impressive. Maybe I can build up high defensive stats. I'll go to Guy Gardner real quick just to demonstrate something because he would be the most recent example and the one that I was saying that maybe. So on his a master of turning the enemy's pain into his gain. Guy converts 5% of any damage he deals into a permanent shield, which unless you're doing huge damage like in the millions, that's going to be a pretty small shield that you're going to do on these attacks. At least for him at rank 8, for me, maybe it like jumps up when you do different, but he's doing very, very, very good damage. It's just that that's not translating into 30% of his HP in shields. So it'll be there. It'll be nice. And if he's in the back row, I guess the shields won't get touched. So you can benefit from that damage amplification. But overall, I'm not impressed. Okay, now we move on to Krypto. And they even gave a letter about Krypto. I did not read this, and this feels like, why not? Introducing Krypto. Gifted with the same abilities as the Man of Steel, Superman's most loyal friend, Krypto, has arrived as a reinforcement. Yeah, no spoilers. In addition to being used in combat, reinforcements like Krypto can be upgraded to give extra stats to the whole team, even when the reinforcement isn't being used in combat. That's funny. I didn't even realize that. When deployed, Krypto flies overhead using heat vision on all enemies while dealing 150% attack. This starts out as 100%. This 150% is after a couple of levels, if I'm not mistaken. of attack as superpower damage, which is going to be, well, is it boosted? The reinforcement damage is boosted if it's superpower too, I think. Or maybe not. Perfect for the current Justice League Elite Arena. Okay. In addition to this, Krypto's attack also applies up to 3 stacks of burn and up to, and this is what I'm saying, like it's not 3 stacks to start with. It's not 2 stacks of dampen for 2 turns to start with, but you can get there as you upgrade them. Krypto pairs exceptionally well with the Justice Gang and also adds burn teams, and can also use his ability to apply dampen to amp up teams that deal superpower damage. So you're already thinking, because of the benefits that Supes has right now, I'm already thinking about Starfire and Superboy running with him. Now we put Krypto in the mix. We're putting out a bunch of burns. The burn team is becoming very, very, very deadly. The only issue with the burn team is that it's all one trait, basically. The reinforcement event will run from August 14th, that's today, to August 23rd. Power up every team by expanding your reinforcement collection. Be sure to collect labs, and we'll do this right now. So what I have been doing, as I was waiting for enough sun to come up for my green screen to truly be hidden, despite the fact that there is going to be a little corner right here in the screen. See, I point out my mistakes. All right, anyway. So for those of you who asked, this is how I got the tank. What you do is you come here, you have your daily missions. As you go through the public security points, that you're going to get today, I'm going to obtain 100. It's pretty easy to get 140 in a day. Just complete all your missions as you do your research, which is you gather these, you use these here, and then as you do that, this is the wrong thing I wanted to show. As you do that, you'll gather this, you'll hit those boxes, you'll get more of this, you'll hit those boxes, and eventually on the 4th board, we're on board 1 right now, on the 4th board, somewhere on that board will be Krypto. You can get them. It's relatively free to play friendly so long as you are consistent and just keep doing it. Don't miss a day. Don't miss an objective, basically. Now, here's the thing. In the shop, you'll notice I already have these credits. I have these credits from a previous event. That previous event was when I was going for the tank. So now I can use that in this shop. Here, if I wanted to, I can use it to craft. They say craft, not just upgrade. The Batmobile reinforcement. Do the same thing for the Parallax. The tank as well, which I already have unlocked, can be used to unlock the haunted tank. So, I mean, it's pretty. It says, what's the difference between crafted and unlocked? Was it just they had a different writer that day? Anyway, so I can use these to craft the reinforcements that are part of special events, not the regular ones that you get from the digital universe. You can get some frags here in case you missed anything on Guy Gardner or Mr. Terrific, which, I mean, should I be tempted? Nah. And then you have regular frags up here. So I have 175. I have no idea how I'm going to spend it. I want to look into either getting Parallax or the Lantern here. We will see. So basically, when you need to go get your rewards, go to missions. You're going to go to the public points today. Hey. Oh, well, is it going to take me there? Yeah. You have your daily missions that you have been doing or should have been doing. As I go through these, I'll get another 40 here. But I can also do my weekly mission. So I saved the quiz where I'm going to get 100 real quick. All right. So we're going to do that real fast. And if you guys do fall behind, try to avoid this, but you can come up here and purchase levels. I'm tempted to try this now just to see if it would translate. Let's go ahead and get this weekly mission out of the way first. We're going to answer a quiz. And that quiz is, I'm probably going to get it wrong, right? A DPS character works best in the back row, dealing massive damage to enemies. Which of the following characters is not DPS? It's Gorilla Grodd is not DPS. Flash, Green Arrow, and Scarecrow are. All right. Gorilla Grodd is a tank. Yes, I have that memorized. Oh, no. All right, here we go. Going back, I collect this here. Hooray. All right, I come back. Now I've completed this collect, and it's probably not wise for me to purchase anything right now because I can't. That's it for the day. For the season missions, you'll see here is 4 out of 10. I have 40, so I'm just gonna click through. Okay. Oh, more of those tokens. Okay, that's good. I mean, and the other thing is they're giving you a 9-day runway, and I'm about to clear this. Yay! The core reward has been obtained. So this is the main. Hey, this is what you want reward out of there. This, if I click this through, I think it'll take me through. What is it? Rewards preview. I could get more of this, more of that, more of that, or I could save. Enter the next turn to research to gain more rewards. You cannot return after proceeding. Remaining unobtained rewards will disappear. So, strategy. I have 15 left here to be consumed, right? I found the core reward with these 3 slots left. It is going to be better for me. I'm going to lose out on some of these rewards, but I'm losing out on I'm losing on 65 reinforcement. If you need it, sure, go for it. And I'm losing out on like the tier 1 level of badge update resource material. I'll risk that to go get Krypto. I'm here now. There's the preview. Oh, can I remember? Can I memorize? I want this one, and this. Oh, they shuffled it. Did they shuffle? Yep, they shuffled it. Damn it. All right, so now it will be all. Oh, and I'm out. These are going to take 10 each, I think. Is that the issue now? That they take 10 each? Either way. Oh. We come here. We have more because we did research 10 times. And let's double. Yeah, see, so it consumes 10 out of 15. Boo. But that is the point of getting there earlier. So now I save those resources, and I'm glad I figured this out. I forgot that from the tank. And I'm glad this happened on this video so you guys can see it happen in action. The amount consumed is increasing. So it was really, really, really a good idea to try to find, it was in this corner last time, right? Let me give it a shot. Maybe it's there. Doubt it. Anyway, so that is how you get through the event. Beware, do your daily missions. You have 9 days, 9.5 days, probably 9 days by the time you see this video. To do this, check your counter, do this daily. Clear it, and you will get Krypto. So, I actually have to get on a train to Geneva. That's why I'm not streaming this video. I'm just doing it straight up because I don't have time. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time.